Hey, ladies and gents, it is the Wiz with a look at the Four Horsemen Toy Designs Krampus. First figure in a new line called Figura Osbscura, which in Spanish, it means dark figure. Um, and this is a great surprise that was brought into the community on Krampus Day or Krampus night. Krampus. I don't know that much about Krampus. I always thought that Krampus was like something that Borat would do with his chrum. And so, but Krampus is apparently this figure, Bavarian legend or somewhere in the Alps, and he is part of a way to scare little kids into being good, basically, is what I understand. He goes around kidnapping little kids, sometimes helping out Santa. So Santa gives the good kids presents, and he whips them with these birch reeds, and he puts them in his basket, and he takes them to hell or somewhere, where bad little kids go. But he's a really, really cool figure that I didn't know that I wanted, and I didn't know a lot about. I hadn't watched the movie about Krampus. But now that I got him, I'm a big fan of the whole Krampus phenomenon and the whole Krampus character. And let me show you what we got, because this was a complete surprise to everybody, which usually doesn't happen. We usually get pre-orders from the Mythic Legions line, but he just sort of appeared on that day. He was available for purchase online, and then after that, he was gone. People went nuts for Krampus, and apparently he's got a big fan base out there. A lot of people like him, and the people who didn't know about him probably are big fans now. So here he is, Santa's enforcer, I guess. Let me let you take a closer look at this sort of goat demon looking guy. I really like the black color scheme, and I understand that he may come with a white color scheme as well, because that's another of his iconic looks. But the sculpt is really, really scary and hideous at the same time. So if I was a little kid and I was up in the Bavarian Alps and I was misbehaving and somebody told me what Krampus was coming for me, I think I would straighten up and fly right. Look at these horns. Now, he did not come with this little baby in the basket. This is actually the Jesus from my nativity scene. Unfortunately, he took a tumble, his manger broke, and he's gotten kind of scraped up. So he's a little worse for wear. But since Krampus comes with this basket to put little kids in, I put little blonde, blue-eyed baby Jesus in there. And he fits in rather nicely. So I think this will be part of the nativity display from now on, at least until some of my relatives come over and admonish me for desecrating the nativity scene. So as you can see, he's got a new neck piece here. There's a lot of new pieces. It's a fur neck piece that really gives him that sort of animalistic sort of hunch, right? And it blends in nicely with his head. I love everything about the design. I love these sharp, demon-looking sort of ears, the red eyes, this big giant tongue. It's not detachable. The two teeth and the scraggly, hopefully this can focus in, but scraggly nature of his jacked up front teeth. Definitely needs to see an orthodontist. Love these horns. The curve of those are really super elegant. Obviously, everything with the neck piece fits in seamlessly with the Mythic Legions 1.0 body. And then the extras that he comes with are this switch. I guess it's a bunch of reeds or sticks. So for beating people with, I never gotten beaten with a switch, but it seems like it would be extremely painful and scary. He comes with these jingle bells, which are real metal and really jingle. And I imagine, you know, little kids hearing those on Christmas night, it'd probably be a hoot because they'd be scared to death. They wouldn't think Santa was coming for them, or maybe, you know, depending on whether they were good or bad. Yeah, the real demonic looking face, like the wrinkles in the nose, the snarl, you know, the brow ridges, all this stuff. And I hope the light is good enough for you to see that. It's just an amazing figure. So if you haven't gotten him already, pick him up if I guess he becomes available again in a different color. So then he comes with this really cool tail as well, which, you know, goes back and forth and up and down, but you have to insert the tail. And I don't know how many times it's been said, but you need to heat up the hole. And what I use as lubricant is this little silicone grease. So I heat up the hole, put a little silicone grease in there, and then just slide in the tail. Because if you just take the cold hard tail and jam it up into the boom boom hole there in the rear, you're more than likely going to break the peg. So don't do that. So, and then this is new, the Krampus basket, which also has a lid on it. And then these shackles, I don't think these are new. These may have come with Hagnon, but it's got real metal chains on it. And then, you know, you can put it on his victim or whatever. And then it comes with this twine to sort of hang the basket, figure out a way to hang the basket on his back. But I thought that was a really cool thing. We never have gotten twine as an accessory before. And this is, like I said, not the Mythic Legions line. This is the Figura Osbscura. Figura Osbscura. So, you know, what other kinds of monsters of legend will we get? Oops. He's got hooves. So it's a little hard for me to stand him on this table because the table is not even, and because he's got baby Jesus on his back, and baby Jesus is heavy. But he does stand nicely. It also came with these secret things in his basket, which is a regular Mythic Legion skull, nicely painted there. Look at that. Beautiful. So you can pop that on Mythic Legions figures and create new characters. And then also this skull, which is the same, which is another skull with an articulated jaw. And then something I'm really excited about is the skeleton hands. So he comes with two skeleton hands, a right and a left. And that was just another little extra present that they stuck in the little Krampus basket for people that people didn't know about. And I waited long enough that I don't think this is going to be a spoiler, because I've seen other people already put online that he comes with the two skulls, and then he comes with the extra skeleton hands. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the beautiful packaging that he comes in. Okay, art by Nate Barch. So he comes shrink wrapped in plastic, and then it's got this cover over the box. And the cool thing about it is that it's held on magnetically. Okay, look, folks, I'm English as a second language. And here's the bio. It says, Krampus is told of in hushed whispers, for to say his name aloud invites his attention. The people of the frozen mountains know that this devil haunts them during the winter festival, while the good folks celebrate to drive away the chill and darkness of the season. Krampus seeks out the wicked, especially children, for his punishment. Any he judges unworthy are whipped with birch reeds, locked in shackles, and stuffed in his basket. He takes these children away, perhaps to his lair, although some legends say to the underworld itself, never to be seen again. If you see the shadow of a horned figure or hear the discordant jingling of iron bells, take care. Krampus seeks fresh prey. So yeah, friggin' terrifying. Good job, Nate Barch, on this portrait of Krampus, which is one of the coolest portraits of figures that I've seen Nate do. And like I said, this is a Figura Osbscura, but obviously his work in Mythic Legions has been exemplary. And the cool thing is, it's nice, thick cardboard, and it provides a backdrop for the figure. And you get this really, really cool scene, you know, to stand behind your Krampus. And Nate Barch does a great job with this. You got a full moon, the candles illuminating the trees. And then here is very mysterious because I don't know if these are like monoliths, but I'm sure that they are meant to evoke sort of a family standing with candles, maybe like a father, you know, mother and sons and children or whatever. Maybe not. Maybe Nate didn't mean to do that, but that's what I think about. Like people, you know, silent night, holy night, sitting out in front of a full moon and, you know, with their candles. It's kind of a solemn scene, and I love it. I love everything about it. And like I said, you can put it behind your Krampus figure and you have a whole display option there. And I love the fact that not only is it cool, not only is it magnetic, but it makes the packaging special. It makes everything about this release was special, and it makes it even more special. This is the box that he came in, and it's got more of that art. Also, here's Nate's. There's a house up here on the edge of a hill. Kind of reminded me of where the Grinch lives, I guess, up on a cliff. And then Krampus toting some birch reeds and some sticks in his basket, maybe to go make some new switches to whip people with. But this is magical. Nate Barch, good job. Right here, another cool thing that I haven't seen before is this window with the Four Horsemen logo on the top. So like a little window you can peek through. And then the interior art as well, I'm going to keep and try to use in a display. Look at that. More holiday goodness from Nate. So this goes inside the box, underneath the plastic shell that holds Krampus. And that's not all. It also came with this Happy Holidays Krampus card with that scene from the back of the. It doesn't have anything in it, but it's got the Krampus portrait in black and white, 2022 Four Horsemen, and then Happy Holidays right here in the back. The cool thing is when I was, and it comes with an envelope. So I'm not going to send this to anyone. I'm going to keep it myself. But if you're so inclined, you can send it out as your happy holiday card. And when I was down for the G-Con and Legions Con festivities, I remember watching Nate and remember watching them work on like figuring out what font to put on the card and stuff. I knew that Krampus was coming. I heard his name spoken in hushed whispers by folks, but I didn't want to know what he looked like because I wanted to be a surprise. So I had no idea what he looked like or really anything about it or when he was going to drop. So I was just as surprised as everybody else. But I knew Krampus was coming. I knew that they were working on this. I didn't know if he was coming next year or whatever. But I did see the card before, and super cool. I love this. I'm super excited for the Figura Osbscura line because you can get characters in there that aren't canon. So, you know, what are we going to get? Monsters, alien, gods, you know, who knows? But Krampus was a great idea. And I just love everything about him. So let's just feast your eyes and take another look